Alrighty, how are you guys doing again? It's me, I'm back. So this video now I'm creating is was a suggestion, not for this particular video, but I get a lot of questions about service members moving up here in the Pacific Northwest, and we know that we have five major naval installations here. So there's a plethora of towns and suburbs, even Seattle, where you could get lost, right? When you do your research on where would be the best fit for you when it comes to moving, PCSing, military dependence, etc., etc. And somebody asked me, well, what do you think? Where do you live? So now I decided to, like, instead of just generalizing the whole neighborhood, the whole eastern side of the Puget Sound or Kitsap County, which is where I just started, or I created another video to help out two service members moving to Bangor and Puget Sound Naval Station. So I told myself, oh, you know what? Let's just do this by town and create a playlist of videos for different towns. And where would be best for me to start than where I live. Now, before I continue, ladies and gentlemen, I don't AI my presentation. What I mentioned, for regardless of how long I talk, 5 minutes, 20 minutes, all comes from here. I don't edit it. I don't cut it. I don't change my grammar. I don't flip from one language to another. Sometimes I will with certain words. And what you get is what I know. Okay? There's no more, because this is what I know. And this is, it has, I don't have a script in front of me. I don't do that. So what you get is what you see. All right. So let's start with Marysville, Washington, because that is the town where I live. Now, all I ask from you guys when you guys come up here and talk to me or listen to me is Google Map a location. If we're talking about Naval Station Everett, Google Map it, because I will go all over the place. All right. So Google Map Marysville, Washington. Well, let's talk about Marysville, Washington. Marysville, Washington is about 8 miles north, or shorter, actually 6-7 miles north, where the boundary is of Everett, Washington. Naval Station Everett sits in the crossroads of northern Everett and literally the boundary of Marysville, Washington. Okay, so when people first come up to Naval Station Everett, it's not just Everett that they check into. They check into the towns north of it, and the closest one is Marysville, Washington, right? Now, I have lived here for a straight duration of 20 years. I moved here. I got stationed in Naval Air Station Whidbey Island in 2005. Then I bought a property in 2006. I retired in 2007. I bought this property of mine. I sit in one of the biggest lots in our actually I have, I think, the second biggest lot in our HOA, literally a third of an acre. And when I bought this property, it was cheap. Now I could make a living by anyway, that's besides the point. I have been in this property for a total of 20 years now, 20 and a half years. And prior to this, I was stationed Naval Station Everett for 2+ years, 2.5 years. So I have lived there for 22 to 23 years now in the state of Washington. So I know this neighborhood, all right? I know this area. And why is it any better for me as compared, or for you guys as compared to me, is because we have a lot of new construction homes. And let's say, from what I know, about half of those getting stationed Naval Station Everett end up living here in Marysville for a variety of reasons. Me personally, I don't know what your particular needs are and your wants. But when I moved here, I already knew people here, having been stationed in Everett in 98 to 2000. Okay, then I came back in 2005 in Whidbey, and then I told myself, why am I going to retire and purchase property in Whidbey where I could be back to the place, the locale that I really know? Okay, and it has mushroom. Okay, now Naval Station Everett's main exchange and commissary and other services including NFCU, all right, a lot of NWR offices, is actually located here in Marysville. in the Smoky Point complex. So Google map that, and Google Naval Station Everett Smoky Point complex, and you will see the biggest camping ground, I do believe, in the United States Navy is another 8 miles north of us, Jim Creek Naval Reservation. So the plethora of activities is situated north of Everett. Okay, let's talk about. We'll do it last. Properties and places to go live, because there's a lot more to it than just living here. It's expressing the lifestyle that you are able to explore once you get to the Pacific Northwest, right? Because this isn't San Diego where you get warm coastal water. No, water here is cold even in the summertime. This isn't Florida where it's humid and hot. No, it's humid, but you're not gonna sweat as much. Is it hot? Not really. Okay, but Marysville, Washington is in the doorstep of the great Northwest. What it means is that you get tons of activities that you can go to and not just live it. Okay, you got the Olympic Peninsula there, you got the Cascades in my backyard, which opens up a ton of outdoor activities. I mean, let's go back to why a lot of our Navy veterans live here. I live on a hill. Down west of me is a golf course, a block away. So if you're into golf, walk to the golf course, all right? You have the main drag or the main strip, which is State Avenue, the commercial section of it, where you get good dining places. The best ones are always going to be Everett, all right, or heading towards Seattle. But we do have a plethora of them down there on State, from north to south, okay? 3 miles west of me is I-5. And across I-5, on the west side of I-5, is the Tulalip Indian Reservation. Over there, since they pretty much have a lot of dining stops up there, casinos, shopping, hardware stores, and you go on the other side of I-5, which is Marysville, Washington, you have additional shopping complexes. Let's start with the Tulalip Reservation. The biggest casino, I do believe, in Washington State is on that side of I-5, which opens up a lot of gaming, a lot of dining. Let's just leave it there. That's all I do. I don't even gamble, man. Right? There are actually 1, 2, 3 casinos in that neighborhood, in that reservation. One of them's a bingo hall. Okay, right beside it is Cabela's, right? An outdoor shopping complex for the outdoors, fishing, hunting, shooting stuff, right? A big Walmart, a Home Depot, and a branch of, what do we call it, the Seattle Premium Outlet Center. Yes, there's an outlet center there, which about, I don't know, 100 stores, okay? So in the morning, I go there to walk. My crickety ass knees, I go there to walk, right? Or ride my bike, which is right beside the casino. So I park in between the casino and the Seattle Premium Complex, Premium Outlet Complex. And I walk both sides, okay? On our side, we have your traditional, small town shopping complexes, groceries. Oh, we have Costco. Oh my God, I forgot to mention that. On the northern tip of the town is a Costco complex, which means you have other places you could dine out and shop and do all that wonderful stuff. So another shopping complex a little bit south, so between the casino and Costco, is another shopping complex where you have Kohl's, groceries. I use Winco. And a mile and a half north of it is the Navy Exchange and Commissary. So when they built this base in the early 90s, they also bought that land because it's a very small base. Again, there's another topic that I created for Naval Station Everett. But the main exchange and commissary is situated in the land that they bought from the tribes, which was relatively cheap at that time. So at that time, there were no Costco, there was no casino. In the late 90s, when I was stationed in Everett, there was nothing here. 30 years later, 28 years later, it's like booming. So if you were in the same position as I was when I bought this home for $200,000, now it's worth $700,000, $800,000. Hey, guess what? You're in for a treat, right? And so some of my veteran brothers that I served with in Whitby, okay, whom I know, and their friends whom I know now, live just another subdivision above me because we live on a hill. And I was the first one that bought this property here. So there's about, I don't know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them up there, right? So that tells you that we had become a big Navy family here too. Yeah, the Filipino mafia is here too, right? So as a matter of fact, I served with one of them. Mike, your home sold 2 blocks away when I was on an FFG here, right? He's no longer here. But yes, though that's just a start when it comes to shopping places, dining places. Now, if you're into outdoors, I ride my bike. 2 blocks away is the Centennial Trail. Google mapping. Centennial Trail stretches from the border of the next county, which is Skagit, all the way down to the town of Snohomish. A 30-mile stretch. It's a paved, 12-foot wide trail. Paved, when I meant paved, is asphalt paved, right? And you have different trailheads where you can park. I think there's like 9 trailheads where you can park all in between. So that's where I ride my bike now, okay? What else is there to talk about? You don't literally have to leave Marysville to get everything you need. Everything's here, right? Big Navy community. Gosh, I am Catholic. We got a Catholic church 2.5 miles from me. What else? We are the gateway to the Great Cascades and to the Great Olympic Peninsula and to the Great North. So start from here. Hopefully you guys, I'm already assisting 3 service members, 3 kids. Yeah, I'm that old now. One of them is already here, one of them is deployed, and one of them's coming. I'm also assisting 2 service members, moving into one in PSNS, Bremerton, and the other one in Bangor. Coming soon will be Whitby, right? I also assist service members heading down south to the Joint Base Lewis and McChord, but not as much as I assist our Navy family here. So hopefully, that's just a glimpse of information. And this is a start. We're going to start talking about different towns here that are in the area. Different towns in the area over in Bremerton. Different towns which would include Oak Harbor and Coopville. As a matter of fact, I'm helping somebody out in Coopville. He wants to look into Coopville. So I got to talk about Coopville, which is about 30 miles south of Naval Air Station, Whidbey Island. So all our men and women out there that have been doing their tasks, doing their jobs. And I know it's hard. Deployment is hard. It's always hard. Sea duty is always difficult. Recruiting duty is always hard. All my tour has been either my only tour was one tour, which was Whidbey, which was totally shore duty. All of them were shore. All of them were sea duty based commands, ships, or 2 tours of recruiting command. So when it comes to getting stationed here, you guys got any questions, issues, concerns, shoot me an email. My information is going to be plastered all over this video. And I hope to chat with you guys soon. You guys take care. It's been a pleasure, a privilege, and an honor to observe with all of you in this fantastic service we call United States Navy Post.